Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Dharmesh with another informative video. So today let's talk about the Skoda and the Volkswagen's garages here in India and the most value for money vehicles I think that they have brought into the market. That's the Kushaq and the Taygun respectively. The Taygun was launched a couple of days back and the prices are quite similar to that of the Kushaq. And the reason being they both are manufactured in the Chakan facility and they both are basically the same car just with a different look and different aesthetics and a feature here and there. So no matter what you choose, I think you will be getting the same car nonetheless. So there are three variants for each of the 1 liters and two variants for their GT line. But I believe in the whole ocean of SUVs that we have in India right now, I think the Skoda and Volkswagen have come in really very brilliantly with their variants, and I think they have one such variant that is really value for money when compared to every other brand in the market, and that would be the Skoda's Ambition, Kushaq Ambition 1 liter automatic, and the Taygun's Highline 1 liter automatic. The reason being they are priced at 14 lakhs ex-showroom and they have a 1 liter engine with 115 PS of power, 178 Nm of torque and a top converter with paddle shifters, with auto AC, with a with a touchscreen for infotainment system, with beautiful speakers, and I think you have all your features that you need. Basically, you have everything that you need in that car, and that is coming at a price of 14 lakhs ex-showroom. And the competition has only the turbocharged engines for the 1.4 liter like the Creta and the Seltos, and they come around 21 lakhs ex-showroom, and that is a gap of around 4 lakhs. And I think I can use that 4 lakhs to fill in the petrol and the maintenance for these two cars for the years to come, right? So that's the reason I think the Kushaq and the Taygun are really value for money packages that they have brilliantly introduced in the market. But people might be having the thought saying that Kushaq and Taygun are a little smaller than Creta and Seltos, probably just a few centimeters smaller. But to be fair, I think even a Maruti 800 can fit 5 people if you want to fit. Correct? Even the Sedan, the Creta and the Seltos can fit 5 folks, but I don't think you'll be having extra shoulder room for any one of them that you can take them on highways for longer drives. So similarly, I think Skoda, Kushaq and Taygun are best for 4 folks. You can manage 5 folks within the city, but I think the engine is so reliable that I think you can go on highways and you can tour on hills. I think you can do everything with it in the market for the price that they're offering. And the leg room is really very good in the Kushaq and the Taygun. I think this is the best in space that you have. So mostly if you see, people don't tend to sit upright when on long rides, they tend to slouch a little, and that is where the extra legroom comes into play. So I think these two variants are really value for money, and people should start thinking in this way, in this direction, because if you see the competition, you have a 14.5 ex-showroom price for the IVT model in the Creta and Seltos, and the 1.5 liter natural aspirated engine, as we all know, is not good. It has a lot of lag, and upon that you have an CVT gearbox to it. You have a lot of rubber band effect, and that is a really boring ownership that you don't want to own, and people are not buying it anyways. And if you want to buy a turbo engine, you have to spend almost 18 to 19 lakhs ex-showroom, and that will cost to 21 to 22 on road. And so you're getting a turbocharged engine with a very good power at around 14 lakhs ex-showroom. I think that is a really great deal, because if you for people who are thinking that it is just a 3-cylinder engine, just consider this, right? I have an i20 CRDI, that's a diesel model from 2013. It had a max power of 90 PS and 220 Nm of torque, and I think I have taken it around India, but I don't think it has underperformed anywhere. It has always been exceptional. And this car you're talking of, the 1 liter engine, it is having 115 PS of power. That is more than that of the i20s that I'm talking about. And the torque is a little less, but I think that shouldn't make a difference on how the car drives. And being a petrol, it will be very smooth, very efficient, and I think the maintenance cost will be less overall, because this engine is made in India and it has been in the market for close to a decade. And coming to the automatics in other brands, I think there is just two vehicles that you can find. One is the IVT and one is in diesel automatic that you find in the Kia Seltos. That is also coming at around 14.75 ex-showroom. So it's up to the customer of what they want to buy. But I think these two specific variants on the Skoda and the Taygun are the best value for money in the market for what you get, with the best structural build quality, as mentioned by Taygun in their unveil, that they have used a lot of ultra high strength steel in their car. So I think the air is clear that it is the strongest car in the market, like the Creta. But Seltos is not having ultra high strength steel, so that is something that people need to think when they are buying the cars. So that was my thought, guys, about these two variants. I think they have given you everything in those two cars. That is a car you need. For the people who need sunroof and probably wireless charging, might think about the higher variants, but I think those are just gimmicky features that probably people might not use once they purchase a car. So those are my thoughts, guys. So if you really like the video, please do like, comment and subscribe, and please comment if you have any thoughts on this current video, and if you want to listen to anything else that probably that you want my opinion on. Thanks so much for listening. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye.